mind taking a break from talking about football here. But there also is fantasy football, so I'm going to talk about that right now. If you didn't know, the first fantasy football mock drafts and rankings have came out, so I figured I would jump on the train and also give some thoughts towards the next fantasy season. So I'm going to kind of do this in a format of skip, take, like meh, and then like the sleepers. If I have time, I'll get to the round one. This is going to be more of a quick overview because I don't have that much time to explain everything. So yeah, some guys who I think you should skip in the draft are Todd Gurley, David Johnson, Dalvin Cook, James Conner, and Leonard Fournette, who are all running backs. Gurley, he has arthritis. He's not going to do well, or as well, not going to use as much. David Johnson was not efficient last year at 3.6 yards a carry, did not have 1,000 yards. Did not have a good season even though he got the ball a lot. Nothing really changed. Dalvin Cook, I'm only saying this because he's been taken in the second, third round. He's pretty injury prone. We haven't seen too much result from him. I think that if he's later in the draft, take him, but he's taken too high. James Conner, I think, has been inefficient from my perspective. And Fournette did not do anything to amaze me last year. He was injured. So nothing really went well for him. And it doesn't look like things will improve. So I was more skeptical to take him. Quickly for the take. Juju Smith-Schuster, Hunter Henry, and Tyrell Williams. The Kelce, not the bad one, not the center, the tight end, Travis Kelce. And Philip Lindsay. So Juju, I think he's had a monster year. I mean, some people have been worried that Brown being there helped Juju. I think it did. But I also think that he's ready to be in his own and have a second breakout season. Hunter Henry's coming back from a big ACL injury. Although he's been taken very late in the draft, around the 7th, 8th round. Definitely take this guy if you don't have time before that. I also didn't stress enough that I believe Travis Kelce will have a monster season. So, that is, I believe, it for takes. Oh no, Philip Lindsay, sorry, I forgot to mention him. He's been taken very late in the couple drafts I've seen. He made the All-Pro team, definitely in the 5th or 6th round if he's there. And it looks like how the board's looking, you feel like you should get a running back, definitely take this guy. OBJ, T.Y. Hilton, Mike Evans, A.J. Green, and Jarvis Landry. I'm not going to explain much here. The draft's kind of suited where they were. Again, it's all wide receivers, but it's kind of been panning out this way where I have a strong opinion on the running backs, but not like the wide receivers so much. So yeah, here are my big sleepers. Josh Jacobs, Kenny Golladay, forgetting his first name, but Howard on the Eagles, Jordan Howard, and Robert Foster. Josh Jacobs, the first running back pick, he went to the Raiders. I think he'll be the main asset there after a couple weeks. He's been taking him at the 4th pick. I think he'll have a decent fantasy season because he's the number 1 running back for a reason. Yeah, definitely take this guy in that round, maybe even late 3rd, depending on how the draft goes. Kenny Golladay, they've called him Baby Trout for a reason. I was hyping up last year. He definitely showed some promise. I think he'll be the number 1 receiver this year and have a decent season. The reason I'm putting Jordan Howard here is that he was considered about the 40th best running back in the draft. And he was 1 year removed from being a 2nd, 3rd round pick, and nothing really changed. He was still a very productive back. Tariq Cohen took away some of his numbers. But definitely take this guy in a mid to a late, even if he's still there. And yeah, this guy, he deserves it. He might have some value. Robert Foster's my big sleeper. He had a couple big games at the end of last year. Not only big games, but big plays. He has that speed, but also size. I mean, this guy's probably the biggest sleeper. A couple of analysts have been on him. So at the very end of the year, or not the very end of the year, very end of the draft, definitely get this guy on your roster. So quickly, because we have about 30 seconds left, I'll do a round 1 overview of where I think players will go. With number 1 pick, I am predicting Alvin Kamara. Quickly, without Ingram, I think he's going to break out his first 4 games. Without Ingram, more monster games. I think he just beats Saquon Barkley in 2nd, but you can pick either one. It's like, whatever you get, you're good. Zeke Elliott in third, Christian McCaffrey in fourth. Sorry, my voice cracking. DeAndre Hopkins in fifth, best wide receiver on the board, 1,500 receiving yards. Definitely the best guy on the board. I think he's better than some of the other prospects. Melvin Gordon in sixth, Devontae Adams in seventh, Julio Jones in eighth, Le'Veon Bell in ninth. 10th place is Michael Thomas. 11th place is Travis Kelce. And number 12 is Joe Mixon. And yes, I am saying that David Johnson and Todd Gurley are on this list. But I don't have much more time to explain this. I hope you guys did enjoy this quick overview. I might go further into it next week. But yeah, I have SBACs. Please pray for me. And I pray for you watching this. And yeah, I'm out.